Hello, parents. I've come today to present to you why you should get me the Otomachi Una Vocaloid 6 Complete Starter Bundle. A thorough presentation. This literally I spent 2 hours of my life on this, so you better take it seriously. Because this took me a long time, actually. My first reason for why you should get it for me: sprained ankle pity. This is an artistic rendition of how my ankle feels right now. And this is an artistic rendition of how my ankle feels after I obtain the Una V6 Complete Starter Bundle. Thank you. Reason number 2. It's cheaper than just the V6 editor by itself. So this is the price of just V6, and a whole bunch of free banks that are not good and I don't care about. $225 without tax. Meanwhile, this is the price of the Una bundle. $134 without tax. You will see that that's like $100 cheaper. For two actually good banks versus like 15 that suck. So, reason number 3. Easter is next Sunday. Why buy Easter candy when buy Otomachi Una V6 Complete Bundle? Candy will be gone in a few days, but Otomachi Una is forever. And I mean, look at her. She's just so silly and cute. Reason number 4. I can use Luca, Rin, and Len without crying, because I hate PowerPoint. Brief intermission for a mini presentation. Why PowerPoint Studio is bad. A mini presentation. Number 1, I have to run it through my DAW, which is the thing I use to mix all of my music and stuff, which makes it slow my entire computer down to use it. Reason number 2, the editor is super clunky and barely functions like it's supposed to. And number 3, it can only run Vocaloid 3 and 4 banks, which can range from really easy to find to completely impossible to find and purchase, or really expensive. So, I know you're going to see this, and you're going to ask me, and you're going to be like, well, how do you know you won't hate V6? Which is the point of this mini presentation. A follow-up to the last one, if you will. V6 actually had a trial, unlike PowerPoint, and the trial had trial versions of both Una banks that come in the Una Complete selection, which is how I know I like using Una, and I like using this version of the editor. 2. V6 will run as its own standalone application on my computer, which means I don't have to boot up the software through my DAW and deal with it running really, really slow. And, lastly, V6 can run Vocaloid 3 and 4 voice banks as well as Vocaloid 5 and 6 banks. And if V6 gets depreciated and a new version of Vocaloid comes out, because I have V6 already, I will be able to get the new version of Vocaloid at a discount. If I even decide to get it, I don't know. Reason number 5. I can do chores next weekend, because when I'm recording this, it's 6:40 on a Sunday. Chores equals money. I can wash the cars because they need it, mow our lawn, do the dishes, mop the floor, and vacuum the floors. And even Otomachi Una herself agrees. Una says,
I am Master Jaws.
see, even Una agrees. Reason number 6. She's really good, actually. Like, really nice. I like her a lot. Here are some examples of Una being very awesome. These are her 2 voice banks. On the left, we have English, and on the right, we have Japanese. So you'll go through each of them together. Let us start with Otomachi Una Sweet Sugar, English.
I can see the stars are melting away. A telescope photo eternity. As I stood by the window, turning round to face you.
Now, Otomachi Una Sugar, Japanese. Which is
外出て瞬間終わったわ天気はいいのに進めない風強すぎてお亡くなり定時的によ
Next, we have Una Spicy, Japanese.
心ごと体ごと全部記憶の中の幻本当の愛情が指先から流れ出した
And now, Una Spicy, English. Warning, this is going to be a bit muffled, but that's exclusively because this is like the only Una Spicy, English anything I could find that was not, like, actually painful to listen to.
You were stuck on an island. What would you bring with you to make it through? Now somewhere into the silence, nobody else but you. What would you do? Could you rely on my soul? Hope for skies no more. Without a knock on the door, who you put in up that for? Better late than never, better bruise than sore. What is that all you good for? You want
You may ask, what makes Una different from everything I already have? Time for our 3rd mini presentation, things that make Una V6 special. She's a very unique tone. Her voice banks are, one of them is cute and softer, and the other one is cute and more powerful. She has very silly designs, and she has 2 different ones, because 2 voice banks. She has a very vibrant voice where between her 2 banks she's very dynamic, and even in between her individual banks you can do a lot with just each of them. She's voiced by a famous person in Japan, and she's really silly and I just like her. So in conclusion, you should get me the Una V6 complete bundle, or at least put the money on my card so I can get it myself. Pretty please with the spin hole. I've been very good, I think, which means I deserve it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.